Dear friends, I have passed on Harmonious Twin Flame Union, the state of being or the state of consciousness again. And this time to two social media friends of mine that came to our living room in the Facebook group, and they just grabbed all they could there. They just downloaded the key tool for Twin Flame Inner Work. They came to the 4 monthly events of the mini program. They came to the special events that I organized, to educational live videos about how to do inner work on your twin flame situation that is so difficult. They came to our social media games, such as the Energy is Money game that we held in December 2023. And importantly, they gave their heart. They opened up. They believed. They had faith in something that they felt coming through all of this. To them, they started to trust this process, the ideas that I presented, the tools that were there for them. They took it seriously. They took it in. And even if they only used the free opportunities and the donation-based opportunities of my social media outreach on many platforms, but yes, specifically centered in the Facebook group, Your Abundance, absolutely. That's our living room. Plus some opportunities with low-priced sums that you invest in yourself when you come to these social media bound opportunities. You know, this layer of work that I present every day for already some years, that is just here to be used and taken by you without necessarily yet entering the deeper level with me in paid private coaching. No, they just did that layer of work that I present. But they took it in. They had true faith. And they went deeper and deeper, and they actually did inner work. They did the twin flame inner work with the key tool on their own, in their own time, so to speak. They truly processed what their twin flame person presented them with. They truly took risks to take that seriously. Oh, this is what reality presents for me. I need to take that in. I need to truly feel that. I need to truly let it touch me in all its might, in all its grief, in all its difficulty, challenging experiences and all. They did that. They let it touch them. And they felt the twin flame vibration coming through the community, coming through the Facebook community, Your Abundance, our living room, coming through the twin flame tools that I present there, coming through the people, the other friends, coming through the other person, Anna, that came in Harmonious Twin Flame Union weeks ago, that I also made a video about some weeks ago. They let in the vibration of the teacher. They had faith, and then they just did that. They just did that. They just came into that state of consciousness, and now they can unpack that for themselves. And what does that mean? on March 11, Monday, March 11, 2024, that was reached. And yeah, I as a teacher could confirm that together with them. And we did that on March the 19th in a long session. And that was all divinely confirmed. And I want that for you too. And this also shows again that it's doable. And that's why I say that I want that for you too. It's doable. But you need to open yourself, trust, have faith, become assertive with what's being offered here. You're going to do these things that I suggest, right? You're going to take them on, make them your own by actually assertively doing it, being with it in your own time, so to speak, although this all sounds a little bit silly, but in your own time. Everything's your own time, but I don't know, somehow it comes out like this. And you can just do that. And that's what we're here for. To bring you the miracle. It is just, well, it's just so joyful for me. And so, I feel so grateful. It's hard to express how grateful I am. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, this is what I'm here for. I'm not here to talk over your head, or I'm not here to tell you weird, unreachable things that are shrouded in mystery or clouds of, I don't know, word salad. But it's actually hot air. No. I'm here to relate with you and have these kinds of things as a result. Harmonious Twin Flame Union is only a beginning of us working together, of our relationship together, of what we can reach together, of what we can unpack about who you truly are, what your true mission is, what you can achieve in building up that life from that other source out, instead of from the world out. Now you're going to build it up from the divine source out. And I just can't wait to unpack that for you, with you, so that you can heal into what that is for you, uniquely you, and start building what that will be for you when you start to create together with the divine. That's what I'm here for. That's the magic that I can pass on. And it's not complete without you participating. What am I doing here then, you know? It's not complete without us really meeting. So it just makes me tremendously grateful. Yeah. It's just such a blessing. It's like beyond a blessing. So I think what I'm trying to say is that it's a miracle. Yeah, that's what it is. And for that reason, I have 3 talking points. And the first is why we met. So it means you and me. Why did we meet? Via this YouTube video. Well, we met because in a certain sense, we were looking for each other. It's like a magnetic attraction between friends and between teacher and student at the same time. It's like a recognition behind the words and behind the face and behind the body of friendship, of truth and love, of a sense of already knowing each other. So that's why we meet. Because we most probably met before. In other circumstances, in other times, with other bodies, in times where there was spiritual development as the foundation of life, that was somewhere else than it is now, because the leading edge of creation does move forward. And I, on my side, have developed myself, even though we did meet before. And you recognize me from that. I really tried to and succeeded to move beyond where I was in my past lifetimes and past times that we met. I made come true the promise that I only talked about before in earlier lifetimes. And I now have seen that come to fruition, or the first bud of that, which is already such an achievement. I moved on to playing that role as a magician attuned, spiritual teacher, to exchange with the current Christed Masters on earth. An initiation. And this all means that something is unfolding in this time here now that makes it possible for you to be in this harmonious twin flame union and see that as the start of things, not the end. Well, it's maybe the end of the twin flame journey, but it's the start of what you came here for. And it's reachable. I just told that in the introduction, right? It's not far away or only for people with enormous wealth. No, this deep compassion that I'm moved by, that moves through me. The peace vow that I remember on the soul level, and I need to keep to it. That's why I'm here in your life. This peace vow and tremendous compassion that moves through me makes it already come true, just like that. What I give is free. You can just receive it. And at the same time, I'm a professional doing this full time. That can, if you want to, guide you individually in private coaching. Yes. But it moves through me. And what moves through me is what came to the new leading edge of creation. In this time, around 2024, in this incarnation, in this opportunity for us to meet. And I would love for us to meet closer than only this video. That's how we can get to know each other. That's how things become real. That's how we can both have our roles and bloom in them towards each other. So why we met is to make that come true, to make this relationship work. So that it can do for you what it is here to do for you. And Harmonious Twin Flame Union is only the beginning. Yeah. 2. How is it possible that I am successful in passing on Harmonious Union? So this is possible for me because I was initiated as a teacher by life itself and through the intercession of the Christed Masters now on earth, and because of my deep desire for that, and having followed that to completion and accepted all the consequences that it brought with it. How is it possible that I'm successful in passing on Harmonious Union? Well, because I have it myself. That's why I can pass it on. I can extend it to someone else. And I can feel that together with you in our relationship that is so. And we can conclude that together and arrive at that conclusion together. That's why I can pass it on. When you don't have something, you can't pass it on, right? It's like a flame. Well, isn't a twin flame a flame, right? It's like a flame. I'm having this flame here. And when you come closer, but only when you come close enough, you will also be fired up, right? This flame passes on to you now too. Now you're burning too. Well, this is a strange metaphor, but you get what I mean. How is it possible that I'm successful in passing on Harmonious Union? Because I went through all the weird and strange years and years of trial and error. Of how that functions with people, with real life persons, right? And what can go wrong and what can go right and what needs guidance and what people need to find out themselves. And finding a balance between that, and with egos that are easily offended and egos that are too afraid to come closer, and seeing nevertheless that having sort of been diving up this consciousness state that it's about, seeing that that is something that acts on itself, that spreads itself, that attracts itself similar things to it, even through the invisible field of the immense entire internet. It starts to attract to me, to itself. I mean, so the Harmonious Union atmosphere here and in me starts like to attract that same thing in you, and you are attracted here to me. I don't know. And like sometimes even your twin flame is attracted to you, but also sometimes to me, to it, to Harmonious Union state too. Their Harmonious Union calling in themselves to my Harmonious Union state, and then, oh, but the twin flame had already come to me as well, or is now coming to me as well, or through electronic media, through Facebook, through YouTube. Can you imagine? People finding each other. This sometimes happens too, and how to deal with that. Or when that doesn't happen and I'm just dealing with one person that is healing themselves into Harmonious Twin Flame Union, and their true twin flame is not literally here, but they must be influenced by this change, and they will, and things will start to roll out from there and build harmoniously with the true twin flame, guaranteed in the physical. It will start to happen. This unfoldment begins with Harmonious Union, right? And how that works and how you can guide that. And this all for me came like on top of already having been like a spiritual coach, right? And I was also busy with like creativity and money and how it all worked, and actually like the deeper sense of these topics, which was very spiritual already in itself. Now we're talking years ago. But like on top of that, this whole true twin flame harmonious union thing needed years to also integrate in all of that what I already had. So that's why it's possible for me to pass on Harmonious Union, because I went through all the weird ups and downs of what a teacher needs to do to come into being on this level, which is like a whole headache in itself. And that already has passed by now. Yeah. And I'm successful in that because it is true what I'm passing on. It's not ephemeral. It's not floating and floating away and not valid anymore tomorrow. It's not with a false twin flame. It is not acknowledging people's illusions. And that's also what I call successful, and why it is successful. It's a process in which you, for the last time, fall deeply in love with true divine love. And also pass through what you need to let go of for the very last time. And you come into a realm that is beyond time. So that is very foundational of who you truly are, meaning your soul. Which then also creates everything in life, in the form, on the world, on earth, in your daily life, in your money life, in your family life, in your work life, in your food life, health life, all these things and more. The results that are valid in your ultimate version of yourself, and they are the things that you truly desire deep in your heart. And they are sustainable. Truly sustainable in the true meaning of the deepest meaning of that word, because they're on the soul level, the foundational level of life. Can't be taken away anymore, because you've made them come true as a vibration that is connected into the divine that has created you. So how is it possible that I'm successful in passing on harmonious union? Because I don't do it? That's, I guess, the answer. Because Divine Mother acts through me, and how I was initiated as a teacher. I told a little bit about that. There could be said a whole lot about that, and I'm sure that people eventually will be curious about that, and more about that will come out in very many ways. Because that acts through me. And what I'm trying to do is, yes, I'm trying to educate you. Yes, I'm trying to be here for you and present you something so that we have, you know, a language together that we can speak and do and act on. But most of all, I'm trying to give way for this to happen. That's the true art of it. 3. What happens on your journey with us? Well, I think I already said some things about that in my talk until here. I think I want to add some things to that today in this video, and one of them is that you will get to a point at a certain time in your twin flame journey here with us, how we present it, not how it is presented in very many other places and whatnot, on which you have to say, yes, I do want to be with the true twin flame more than who I think is the true twin flame. You need to be wanting to be with your true self and not who you think your true self is. The true self, who and what you are in your version of yourself that you will be in Harmonious Twin Flame Union. You will need to want that more than be acknowledged in old versions of you. And that can be difficult because it means letting go of what is known to you. But that is also then made easy by following all the processes that I reach out for you to try on. And of course, by coming closer, by coming to our Facebook group, by doing all the things in the social media realm. And if you want to come closer with private coaching, and I mean, there's a whole universe in that realm as well that I don't even present on social media. That can be very helpful. That's up to you. I mean, today the video started with that we've seen that what I share in social media realm is actually in principle enough for you to just like that use it and take it in fully and seriously and reach Harmonious Twin Flame Union. So don't be mistaken, people, friends. It means that it is doable for you. So it can be daunting to let go, but if you follow what we do and you're truly going in this process, then at a certain moment you will feel that things start to loosen up from what you had before. And the sense of identity of you and of them will become loosened up. And that's a good thing. It can feel new, maybe strange. But when you understand that you can trust that, then you start to see that it is refreshing instead of strange. It's a refreshing new ground that comes under your feet. And that's how it's meant to go. So this is what will happen on your journey with us. You start to feel the other end of the stick of what you are because you were only used to your ego, and that is how you are acting in the world. And now you start to feel the other end of the stick where you are a soul, where your spirit core becomes accessible in the invisible you that you foundationally are, where you are clicked in with your source. That spirit point where you are the twin flame blueprint from which for the very, 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 very most people, two physical expressions are being born out of and are in the world. At the same time, because you have the same basic desires and being in the world around the same time is one of those things that is very basic that you share. Desires, values that you share. What happens on your journey with us? So you get to this other end of the stick where you are the core spirit blueprint in which you are the twin flame, the true complementary expressions. So what happens is that feels new to you, and that is why I offer so many things. Social media games and a monthly mini program consisting of 4 events that are live on the internet. The opportunity for the Divine Love reading, the opportunity for private coaching in the key sessions. And these readings and opportunities to meet me in sessions are both connected to exclusively to the Facebook group. And I have much more coaching and readings when you go deeper with me than only the Facebook group. And all these options, also those that come behind these first aid kind of easy to access options. All of that means that you go into a universe with all kinds of new possibilities, a new sense of self, new sense of the world, new sense of what is true. And you just get this whole new, it's like new clothes, you know, oh, new clothes. Let me feel that out. It's like a whole new world. That's true. That's what happens there. It's like a whole new world. And you make yourself at home there more and more. And that's your transformation process, through which you also transcend those deep issues and blocks and impossibilities that you first on the other end of the stick on the ego in the world found in your twin flame story that were undoable, such as that they have another, or that they are married, or that they have disconnected from you and they have ended the communication with you and they don't write back, they don't want to see you, and all these other undoable situations. They're transcended in that world, deeper into what I offered, which is actually the same as deeper in the energy, deeper in the influence of the vibration of the divine. And that's where those undoable things in your twin flame journey, which means in yourself, will be transcended. And that's not an if, it's more of a when. And when is when you finally let go into that. And trust that. And go all in. Yeah, just like the example that this whole video started with. So what happens on your journey with us? This is a place that is ripening you for that transformation and embracing you during the transformation and loving you and compassionately relating with you during that transformation. And yeah, what happens on the journey with us, you'll be transformed. And that can be in very many ways, and sometimes also in ways that you didn't necessarily expect. Wow, revelations can come up for you in your own sense of identity. Yeah. And what you get back is this intimate, true romance with the divine, with life itself, and therefore with the true twin flame, the ultimate lover, and everything in the world that belongs to that. So, I hope that helped. Manifest creativity. Creator of us all, be with me. When I open to connect with myself, when I uncover the creative source to retrieve her, the way you have placed it inside of me, and the way in which the exact same source moves and guides you as well. O divine Creator, make that I will be receptive to your voice, and lead me to the rhythm of your breath, so that I will find the movement that leads me, find words for it, and can experience the being of them openly. Thank you for the abundance that is received in this moment. Thank you for the power that makes that I receive this moment. In this atmosphere, you are very welcome to come enjoy our beautiful small opportunities, which are plenty in our Facebook community. It's called Your Abundance, and you would be very welcome to come in this living room of us to practice the central twin flame healing tool called Key, K-E-Y. You can download documents about it. You can find information about it under the hashtag Key. Put it in the search bar and press enter. You can present us with your own posts how your practice of doing this crucial twin flame tool is working out for you on a daily basis, and get support. But also we have a 4-event online live program there every month, in which I am available for you, just like that, to meet, get to know each other, and every one of the 4 monthly events has their own theme. One is to learn that key twin flame inner work much better than you might already do. And another one is talking about your mission. We also have a Q&A as one of the 4, and we read a little bit in the A Course in Miracles book every month as well, because your consciousness attuned to the source of creation better is what makes your twin flame come into your life much more easy. And that attunement of your consciousness is supported through that book. These are some of the things that you can do in our Facebook group, Your Abundance. And it's just available for you, this space for you to learn and share. Another thing is that from the group out, you can book small appointments with me that are for a small fee. They're called key sessions, and I can guide you through your inner work personally. Also, we could just talk about anything you need my personal support for, right? Another beautiful thing in the Facebook group, exclusively for Facebook group members, just like the key session, is the Divine Love reading. This reading report of many pages long gives you all the clues channeled from the divine for specifically you that you need to know to go to Harmonious Twin Flame Union, the consciousness state it is all about, and from which your physical being together with your true twin flame is being birthed safely and guaranteed. At this time, you are also invited, if that feels for you, to come in for a big session. It's a 2-hour long plus 20 minutes up front and more services up front, plus afterwards an extra healing and extra information and more extra stuff session that is called Twin Flame Reset. In this reset, you will be transformed to the right state of energy and consciousness to go to your harmonious union state of being, to come into 3D twin flame union as quickly as can, as smooth as can. So give yourself that subtle realignment, reset of your inner space so that you can go to the harmonious twin flame union space soon and with ease. That's why I developed this service. It's a tremendously beautiful opportunity that is here for you now. So if you want to give yourself the ultimate push forward, book yours now. You'll find the information about the webpage, where that is published below. Do you want to go to the brilliance of your harmonious twin flame union and manifest your mission business and be a candidate in that to become a creation coach helping other twin flame unions in the methodology that I provide as well? Then I have something for you. In 2024, I'm looking for one candidate that talks with me if they are the person fit to receive a 6-month closely working together with me with 6 big sessions and 12 smaller in-between sessions to get passed on from me to you everything that I stand for, or at least a huge chunk in coaching geared towards you. Then you are ready for the Twin Flame Brilliance package. And if you feel that that is for you, working with me closely in 2024, getting everything down that you may need, the Twin Flame Reset, the initiations, the mission business, finding out what it is and starting to build it, the becoming a candidate to be a real creation twin flame coach with me, with opportunity to help clients. If you think that's for you, then I invite you to come talk with me. And below, you'll find contact information of me, one way or another that seems fit to you. Contact me and I will provide you with the information, how we can find out if it's you. I only look for one person that is going to be that in 2024. So today we talked a lot about harmonious twin flame union and how you transform while going there. What happens when you go deeper with us here? And I do have a video that I think is perfect for you to watch after this. It is about the difference between union and harmonious union. And I will play it right here in a couple of seconds. I will see you there. Love from Petra.